Should you be buying silver or gold during scary economic times? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Blast the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked, all that good stuff. Today, what I wanted to talk about is buying precious metals, particularly silver and gold, and which of these you should be buying during scary times in terms of the economy. Now, as many of you are very well aware, during the month of March of 2023, we saw a few banks close their doors, and it sent shockwaves, ripples through the financial markets that people were very, very fearful as to what was going to happen with other banks closing their doors. We saw that the Fed quickly stepped in. Other banks stepped in as well to kind of pull some other banks from the brink, just so that way they could kind of calm everybody's fears. But when it comes to precious metals, as a YouTube content creator, I speak with a lot of other precious metals content creators, and we all have seen a tremendous uptick in the amount of views and searches for our content because historically, whenever there's any sort of economic crisis and people are very fearful with their money, they always flee and head towards safe stuff like silver and gold, right? Safe haven assets. So what should you be buying, silver or gold? Very recently, I posted a video talking about just how well gold does during scary economic times. I compared the 2007 Great Recession to what's going on today and showed that gold back then in, what was that, like 10, 12 years ago, give or take. No, wait, what is it, 2014? Like 14 years ago? I don't know. It's a while ago. Gold doubled, actually more than doubled in value. It went from, I think, around $803 to a little over $1,800. And so that represented a 127% increase in value. So gold definitely is one of those vehicles in which you can park your money, and it is a safe haven. Now, that doesn't mean that you are without any sort of risk. Whenever there are, let's say, interest rate hikes, the dollar gets stronger, we see that precious metals gets weaker. So when it comes to buying silver and gold, what is it that I am buying? Well, recently I picked up this collection of silver coins, and this is something that I do every so often. I will buy a batch of silver coins from people within the community, people that are looking to sell off some of their silver for a whole wide variety of reasons. What are these, the lunar snakes? And I don't ask questions as to why people are liquidating their silver, because, you know, this is actually really, it's like none of my business. But I do buy this stuff because it is something that I flip. I don't really stack silver like I used to when I first started stacking. When I first started out, I was buying a lot of silver because I did buy into the whole fear aspect that a lot of people will get pitched when they are buying silver. They will often be told stuff like, if there's an economic collapse, you know, what are you going to use to barter with? If the dollar is worth nothing, you're going to need something to trade with. So they say, you know, buy all this constitutional silver, etc., and so on. That's something that I used to believe in. I don't really anymore. I don't think we are ever going to be in a scenario where we are trading, you know, silver Roosevelt dimes for a loaf of bread. I've talked about that before. Now, does that mean that it's never going to happen or it can't happen? I mean, everything is, you know, possible, but I don't see it happening, to be honest with you. But that being said, what do I do with the silver? I typically buy this stuff. Oh, what's this? This is the 2021 Wolverine Error. This is going to actually go up for sale on my upcoming 200th auction. Make sure you guys tune in, by the way, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. But I buy this stuff to flip it. And usually stuff like this, like shipwreck coins, high-end like error coins, numismatics, things like this, more shipwreck stuff. This sort of thing does very, very well in the secondary market. And so I typically buy this stuff and I like to flip it for a profit. But what I do with those profits is I roll that over into gold, okay? I typically will buy gold and I stack it. I don't really sell the gold that you're seeing here. This is stuff that's my own personal stack. I use this as a way to save money. Yes, the stuff can go down in value, like I said earlier, but truth be told, I am a lot more disciplined when it comes to parking my money in a physical asset such as gold. It's just one of those things that you see, over time it starts to grow, and it's a very rewarding feeling. If you haven't already started, I highly recommend that you definitely start getting into it. But I stack gold. I buy, flip silver, and I stack gold. I think gold is a lot less volatile. In my opinion, I feel that silver is almost like the gateway drug into stacking gold. Now, what types of silver, if you really want to stack silver, what types of silver should you be stacking? You should be stacking for weight. You should be stacking things that are kind of like generic, like 1 ounce bars for weight. Cheaper coins such as like the Silver Britannias. I've talked about the American Silver Eagles, and I say definitely don't bother with the American Silver Eagles right now. You want to be stacking for weight when it comes to stacking in scary economic times. I think that 1 ounce coins are a really good way to go because mostly anybody can afford a 1 ounce silver coin. But for the most bang for your buck, you really kind of want to gear towards like a 10 ounce silver bar. I personally never really buy anything larger than 10 ounce bars, things like kilos or 100 ounce bars, things like that. I don't really mess with that because for the same reason that a lot of people won't necessarily buy gold, it's about affordability. And I think that it is more challenging to sell off 10 ounce bars that are more than 10 ounces in weight. It's a lot more difficult to sell that type of thing to your average person than it is, 10 ounce bars and lower, like 1 ounce coins. So when it comes to gold, a lot of people, they will gravitate towards, smaller fractional pieces like these 1/10 ounce gold eagles. They are a lower price point. Now, at the time of the recording of this video, a 1/10 ounce gold eagle like this could go for around $260 to $320, depending on the website. So these 1/10 ounce gold eagles, when you add these all up, you're looking at around $2,500. There's 10 here. Okay, so you're looking at $2,500 right there for the 1/10 ounce gold eagles. But then when you buy a 1 ounce gold eagle like this, you're going to be paying anywhere between $1,900 to $1,950, $1,980. So, if you have the money and have the means to buy bigger gold, I would say go for, 1 ounce gold coins. 1/2 ounce gold coins are a bit odd. For whatever reason, a lot of people do not like to stack 1/2 ounce gold coins. Usually what I've seen as a precious metals dealer, a lot of people are into the 1/10ths, the 1/4 ounce, and the 1 ounce gold coins. Now, when it comes to bars, these are a very good alternative as well. If you're looking to stack weight, sometimes you can get a deal where you can pick up a bar at spot, a 1 ounce gold bar at spot. In my opinion, any gold at spot is a tremendous opportunity and you should act on it. So, you just got to kind of keep your eyes open. But in terms of which metals to be stacking during hard economic times or scary economic times, you want to be buying a little of both. In my opinion, you want to be stacking the silver for weight. You do not want to stretch beyond your means, so maybe stick to the 1/10 to the 1/4 ounce gold coins, and kind of just be very smart and cautious. Do not get into coins like this if you do not have a means to sell them. What I mean is, I'm in a very different scenario than a lot of people that are watching this video in that I am a content creator and I've built my platform for my business selling precious metals on social media. It's taken me 4 years to do, and it's been a constant grind day in and day out. I have been doing this for 4 years. It didn't just happen overnight. That being said, though, I do have the ability to sell these types of things at a little bit of a higher premium, and I have an easier time selling because I have a broad audience. But if you are the regular, average, day-to-day person that's just consuming this type of content, you stack silver and gold, because I realize a lot of you are not content creators. More than likely, you're going to be selling on platforms like an eBay, or maybe even on a Craigslist or Facebook group, or to your local coin shop. Some people will dabble in things like Whatnot. Even though they do not have social media platforms, they'll use Whatnot as a way to sell their precious metals. And I think that that's good for you if you're able to do so. But you want to make sure that you are not buying these types of items if you're looking to possibly flip them. You should be buying this type of thing if you enjoy it, if you like collecting, and if you are prepared to possibly lose money on this, because more likely than not, when you buy these types of things, unless you do it correctly, most likely you will lose money when it comes time to sell. I hope this answered some of your questions when it comes to what types of metals you should be buying, silver and gold, and what sizes and whatnot during scary economic times. Let me know in the comments down below, what type of coins do you typically buy? Do you like to buy these types of coins during scary economic times? Do you stick to one type of silver or one type of gold? Very curious as to what your strategies are. Let us all know in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next one.